Back in the year 2008, you will oftentimes hear people stating how much was lost within the markets and how long it took to get it back. And quite frankly, that's never really a loss, it's a transfer of wealth. And I'm going to review the charts from 2008, but I'm curious to note if a situation like this is to occur again, how would this affect a free market like the cryptocurrency ones? I'm very curious. Hello, my name is Derek, and I go by Derek Crypto. This is my first day today. At least June 25th was my registration date on Steemit. But this video is going to, again, go over 2008. So let's look back in time. Silver had a fall from about the 20 handle down to about 8. Currently, the price action is about 16 and change right here. Gold had fallen down to where it came from in its previous resistance point, a little below the 700 mark, currently trading in at about 1250 or just a little bit above this high. The Dow Jones kept on tanking and tanking, and if something like this is to happen again, what's going to happen with Bitcoin and Ethereum? Will they have up days? Will there be days where it has nothing kind of moves like in here? I kind of wonder, but maybe one day we'll find out. But during this point, once this broke down from 11, fast move down to about 6 on the weekly, or this is a weekly chart, the monthly chart they were looking at back then. Well, it had a move barely go below its 2002 lows after it barely went above its 2000 highs. That's an interesting pattern to make a higher high followed by a lower low. But this thing has shot up hard as it is now up about 200% and at 21,000, a decent amount above this previous high. The ETF for the financial sector is XLF, and that was the big cause within the major fall, which seen its ETF from a previous fall being priced in the high 20s fall down to $5, currently in and around 25, well above its low, very close to where it was trading before. Crude oil had a pretty large fall as well, as it rallied well into 2008, north of $140, and then fell all the way down to about 30. But it has rallied since up to here at around $43. That's not much of a move. IYR is the ETF for the real estate fund. And it had a high in 2007, 90 something, breaking down from about the 60s, falling all the way down to 22 or so. Back up now above 80, back to its previous higher point. The NASDAQ had a situation where it lost with only 3 red candles on the monthly chart, where unlike the Dow, where it made a higher high and lower low, this one made a higher low and a lower high within the moves. A little opposite, interesting, but it has rallied well. It has now moved about well over 4 times higher, 4.5 times. It's close to 6,000 now, in at about 5,800, decently above the highs from 2000. The United States dollar index didn't fare well against other currencies as it fell from a 2003 high of 116 down to about 70. But it's gotten some of it back. It's in here at around 97 against all the other fiats. And for me in this year, I only made 2 trades all year. I didn't want to go long on all of those things going lower, and I didn't want to short anything either. I wanted to play a long bull position. So I played the code HFD, which is a Canadian ETF, a 2 times inverse short fund of the financials. And I bought and sold twice. I would have bought somewhere in here, I think, selling up here somewhere, and then I would have bought again. I think it was in here, selling. I got the top on this one. I remember the morning of October the 10th. I had a good price. But those are only two things that I ever bet on, and the numbers were not like 100 at the time. I remember numbers like 24 and 32 were key numbers. I think I can't remember what I bought at, but it was around those areas. And then of course they would do like splits and all that stuff. Well, this is currently trading now at 6, or about 95% lower. But the only two trades in 2008 that I ever made were those two. Thank you for tuning in, and have yourself a great day.